Well, thank you very much, my producer, Jeremy Davis. I am your host of the Tampa Bay ThunderStrikers. This is my co-host, Devin Stofford. What's going on?
Nothing.
Where's my yo-yo? Yeah! Hockey is the number one sport, and your Tampa Bay Lightning are the greatest team in hockey. Thank you very much. Jeremy Davis agrees with me, then definitely there's got to be some legitimacy. Because we don't agree on everything, let me tell you that.
Joe's just about to deliver all of these stats, facts, and figures about the Tampa Bay Lightning.
I know a little bit.
Report. You know a thing or two about a thing or two, don't you?
Yeah, pretty much. Let's go over some of the stats and facts and see what we got. Steven Stamkos. I'm going to start with the captain, obviously. Steven Stamkos is an all-star, and he's been amazing for us, and he's going to get that cup. We are a far better team than we were last year, and it's showing right now. Woohoo! Damn! Fire! 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 Very good. Let's go, Bolts, baby! We're going to take them out.
Tear them up.
The rag. The rags. So, how many people watched the All-Star game? At 3:15 of the first period, Steven Stamkos. I love when he scores in the All-Star game. Well, the bottom line is, I didn't think it was all that great. And I got tired of seeing Sidney Crosby. And I got tired of basically the same things that I always see. They're playing for the money. It's $1 million. So I get that, but it just seemed like it was just not that good. So unfortunately, the Atlantic didn't win. You know, you hockey fans are going to watch the game no matter what and root for your favorite players. And that's the way it should be. Like I said, hockey is a much better sport, much more fun to watch than obviously the NFL.
The National Foolish League. Huh.
I like that.
Yeah.
It certainly can't be the NFL. No, because
There's
it's
no
a joke.
way.
Let's move on from the football. Let's move on from the All-Star game.
All right, we've had a couple questions from our some of our fans out there in the ThunderStriker chat room. Would you care to take a couple questions?
Let's go.
All right. Richard Mendoza asks, what's the battle plan for the Predators?
Win. Thanks for asking.
All right. Tom Germano wants to know thoughts of the Muzzin deal. Is this Muzzin deal to Toronto? You know anything about that?
Yeah.
Did I pronounce it correctly? Is it Muzzin?
Muzzin.
Okay, pronounce
Muzzin.
like it sounds.
That's a good pickup. Muzzin is no joke. Toronto is going to be a pain, but we are going to beat them. So yeah, Tom, good question. Thank you.
So we are right about at the halfway mark. Of course, you know I love to do this.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
We are your Tampa Bay ThunderStrikers, broadcasting from the WZIG 104.1 FM radio booth inside Snappers Grill and Comedy Club, located in scenic Palm Harbor, Florida.
Oh. Wow.
Amazing.
All right, so let's do a drastic tonal shift here. You know, again, we love you, Jen, but we're going to do a drastic tonal shift and hopefully turn those tears into laughs with my favorite segment.
Oh, yes.
The news.
Oh.
Wacky, wild, and ridiculous news from all around the world. Brought to you by the founder, president, CEO, chairman of the board, prime minister, secretary of the interior, speaker of the house, mayor and governor, Pharaoh Head Cheese, and my good buddy, a Mr. Joe D'Angelo. Now, hit him, baby.
The baby boom generation has gone back to pot. A report by The Guardian found that the fastest growing demographic of marijuana users is folks over 50. But remember, that's not recreational marijuana.
Oh, no. That's
medical.
medicinal, which is a completely different thing.
That's completely different. Movies are going to dogs in Texas. A seminar for pooches is open in the Lone Star State, complete with concession snacks for people and pups.
How is that a crazy story? I don't get it.
Well, not every story is crazy.
Oh.
And
But this is the news.
you
It's
have a
supposed to
dog.
be-
Do you know where there's a dog theater anywhere in Florida?
I don't know about any dog theaters, but they are opening a cat cafe in Tampa over the course of the next year. I'm going to read this story because I love harp seals. Don't feed peanut butter and jelly sandwiches to the seals. That's what Wareham, Massachusetts officials are telling locals after they found a harp seal at Swift's Beach surrounded by several sandwiches. What would possess somebody to think that a harp seal would enjoy a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
I don't know.
Lewdness in aisle 3. A Florida man, of course, was charged with exposing and pleasuring himself in the pillow section of a Walmart in Stuart, Florida, authorities said. Where else are you going to do that? Listen, if I had a nickel for every time I've gotten caught doing that in Walmart, I'd have about 35 cents. I guess that's an interesting question. Is it better to pleasure yourself with a pillow or a pie? I'm going to have to think about that. This professor was worried about a different kind of class rank. A University of Houston professor caused a stink. Oh, God, these puns are terrible. When he sent a letter to students asking them, please take a shower every morning and please use deodorant. I can only imagine. Some observers said he was right on the nose, but others said he was taking too keen an interest in the student body. Man, who's writing this garbage? You know, there's only 4 areas that you have to wash. George Carlin talked about this.
Okay.
Yeah. You guys out there that are listening, write this down for your notes. Pits, tits, crotch, and teeth. That's all you got to do.
Wow.
And that was the news.
Oh. Is this really true? Did this person do this? Did that person violate that horse?
Anyway, you know, the world is full of a lot of different types of people, and it's these types of interesting characters that make this abysmal existence of ours a little bit more palatable.
And me, as a broadcast journalist, I have to report this. Really? I got poop in my pants. There's these little things called asterisks.
Oh, yeah, you know all about asterisks, don't you?
Yeah,
Hang on, I gotta sneeze. Alex Rodriguez. Oh, excuse me. Alex Rodriguez. Well, it's been another fabulous show. As usual, we are your Tampa Bay ThunderStrikers, broadcasting from the WZIG 104.1 FM radio booth inside Snappers Grill and Comedy Club as my computer blows up. In scenic Palm Harbor, Florida. Send them away, Joe.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you next week, Tuesday night, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'm your host, Joe D'Angelo. Good night from Snappers Grill.
Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Oh, how talented.
I am incredibly talented.